That was close.
This is Jason the Nice One, and welcome. I am here to go ahead and do a review of a local theater here in Utah, where I live, the Pleasant Grove Players. I recently attended their production, in fact, opening night of the wonderful Lisa Lambert, Greg Morrison, Bob Martin, and Don McKellar's Tony Award-winning sleeper musical hit back in the day when it premiered on Broadway, The Drowsy Chaperone. It is basically a love letter to musicals and what they mean to people, and how they change people's lives, and sometimes can change their lives for the better. In fact, get them through a very tough time and give them the encouragement to believe in themselves and to overcome their challenges and to get out there and make it happen for themselves. Something that I can personally relate to, and that's why I feel very close to this musical. And I love this musical. I first saw this musical actually with the Broadway National Tour that came through Salt Lake City at our historic Capitol Theater. It was an incredible, incredible production. I loved the cast. They had some of the original cast members from Broadway in it, so it was really, really exciting to do that. And basically, the basic plot is that the show begins. So for those of you who have not seen the local production here, those are here in Utah, this is going to be a spoiler alert. This is going to have spoilers. So in reality, I'm just going to go ahead and give you just a few seconds. We'll put a countdown up, and to give you time to go ahead and take off if you haven't seen this production yet, and that way, and then once you've seen it, come back and you can watch the review. Okay, so I'm going to do that right now. Okay, we're going to go ahead and I'll begin with the review. Basically, this story begins, lights go down in the theater, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere in the darkness, we hear a man's voice say, "I hate the theater." It's a great opening line. It's a wonderful opening line for a musical. I hate the theater. And he talks about how when you sit there in the dark, you're just hoping. So many different things he says, all his list of his pet peeves he doesn't like about theater and things happen in theater, what he doesn't like, what producers do sometimes to with the live theater. What are these producers doing? Sounds familiar, doesn't it? We also go see theater and film, and we know all about the whole things that producers get involved and think they know what they're doing, and they really don't. That's not unfamiliar at all, isn't it? No, not at all. So this is the conceit of the play, that he basically talks about things he doesn't like, people breaking the fourth wall down and coming out into the audience, involving audience participation, which that makes people feel so uncomfortable. Now, I'm in show business. I'm an actor. It doesn't for me. I love that. But yeah, for those that aren't, that's kind of scary. People don't like that. So you try to avoid that. That's a rule. Don't ever break the fourth wall. Okay? Unless there's a reason for it. It's supported by the text. Well, the man in the chair is breaking the fourth wall and talking to us, the audience. That's another great part of a part of this musical is the very things that he's criticizing about, he's breaking. And so it's just so funny. And so he continues to go through making fun of some modern authors and things that we think gotten. But he's also, he says he's feeling kind of, just he's kind of feeling kind of blue. He's not really having a good day. It's raining outside, and they've been having blackouts and stuff like that. And it's just, yeah, it's been kind of dull for him. And he calls it, feeling blue. And that's what musicals do. They make you feel better when you're feeling in that way. And he decides, I just sat down and figured this feeling blue. I like to listen to my records. Yeah, records. Records, whatever you want to call them. I call them LPs when I was growing up. If you remember those out there, those of you that remember that, you're as old as me. Yeah. That sound, that little scratchy sound when you put the radio, the needle on the radio and play that and go for music. Well, he loves to listen to cast recordings. He mentions a lot of it. He has posters all over his wall of musicals. He likes to have modern musicals and old school. He said he wanted to listen to Music Man. And he was kind of wanting to listen to young Ron Howard, who in the original production of Music Man played Winthrop the Little Boy. That was his first actually stage appearance, stage debut, was on Broadway, was as the film version of the Music Man as Little Winthrop. He's one, if you notice it he's one that stutters. Is the leading actress's character's name Marion the Librarian? The leading lady of the show, that's her little brother. So, but he says, I kind of do that. But and I thought, my favorite musical of all time is this musical called The Drowsy Chaperone. It was set in the 1920s. And he says, I've never seen it, but I love it. And I would love to share it with you. Do you mind? And he asks us, the audience, we do. And of course, we say, sure. And so he's, I'll guide you all the way through it. And so he starts playing it on the record. And he gets up, he's getting some tea. That's all he ever does. He get up and get some tea where he talks about the overture. Do you remember? Some of you out there, if you've seen theater, also, do you remember overtures? Yeah, live orchestras, not what we call karaoke Broadway. And so in this business, you know about that, what we call karaoke Broadway, where there's no live orchestra. It's a recording, a backup recording, that orchestral backup. It sounds like an orchestra, but it's recorded. A lot of community groups, theaters can't afford them. Their spaces don't allow for it. And that's really big here in Utah. There's so much community theater here, and groups that just don't have the ability, even some professional theaters that are full-on professional theaters that don't have the room to have an orchestra. So that's what he's talking about. And so he begins, and when he starts to talk about how all of a sudden, reality and fantasy blend. And we, the audience, through what we call suspension of disbelief, we suspend disbelief and know this is fiction, this is a make-believe world. We are actually allowed to see what's going on in his mind. That's the central conceit of the show. In his mind, what he's thinking about, as he's viewing the show, we are going to see the show through his eyes, and in his mind, what he's imagining, thinking what the show is. We get to see that. And it's basically portrayed as it's done on stage. The story, the production, the imagination literally comes to life on stage in his apartment. That's the conceit of the show, and it's so much fun. And we get to watch him talk about all the different actors and how much he enjoys. Kind of those that love musical theater, but we just start eating this up. Those that aren't familiar with theater at all, they get a little education about what live theater is about and how things are done compared to film and television. And so that's basically the whole conceit of the show. And of course, through the show, he gets interrupted by the phone ringing. He's just wait, just let the machine pick it up. Let the machine pick it up. And I can't remember this one. I don't think he has a machine. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have. That's right. He doesn't have a machine. It'll hang up. So we kind of get to this point and realize that he is an agoraphobe. He has social anxiety, depression, generalized anxiety. He doesn't like to be out. He doesn't like agoraphobia. They stay inside. They have a fear of an open space and being out among people. It scares them to death. So they order their food, take it in, and he's just scared to death of this. So this is how he escapes. So he wins you over. We feel so sorry for this man. We're rooting for him, and hope someday maybe he might win and finally leave. Well, we find out that this moment in the show, that him going through this and talking to us and sharing this gives him the courage at the end of the show to walk out the door and go out in the real world. And it's really special. It's incredible. I love this show. It's one of my all-time favorite modern musicals, contemporary musicals. And he basically, in the middle of it, he keeps ringing. He gets so tired of it. And finally, toward the climax, I'm not going to give away, I suppose, what the show is itself, the plot of it. But in the end, he's right toward the big finale. And the power. And he said all these blasted interruptions of all things that has to spoil the mood. It's ruined. Because I can't go through it. Can't go through it again. I can't repeat. I can't do that to you. Of course, we're on to it. Please don't. It was fun. We don't want to sit anymore. We've just been sitting for 2 hours. No, but hell no. But all of a sudden, I knocked at the door, and he said, "It's the super. It's the super. Yeah, it's the super. He wants to come in and fix the power. That's why he's been calling. He said we're fixing breakers and electricity whenever the power might go out. I just need to come in and fix your power breaker box." So he lets him in. All of a sudden, turns back on the power, and the record starts up, and boom, and the speakers come out going, "What the hell was that?" And he goes, "I was listening to my record. It's a musical. I love you. You love musicals too? So do I. My wife and I always go out. We love it. We've seen all the great ones and all the." So he mentions Miss Saigon. He mentions Cats. If you are old enough to remember that musical, that was back in the 80s when that appeared on Broadway. This is set in New York City, by the way. And so he finally leaves, and that's what gives him the final role. He realizes there are nice people out there. There are people like me. I'm not alone that love this show, that love musicals. And so at the end, he says that it's why did this ruin it? I love it. It loved me so, and that, and all of a sudden the characters come to life. They start talking to him, and they sing the famous anthem that requires you to go out and do what you want. Be brave. Don't die with your music still in you. And that they salute him, and he sings with the cast, and the curtain falls. It's an incredible musical. The local directors, I've worked with them before. I've been performed at this theater in shows like 12 Angry Men. I played the mailman, Charlie, in On Golden Pond, the stage version. I've done Blight Spirit by Dr. Bradman. I've just done a lot of shows. I've had fun working with this theater. It's a great theater called the Pleasant Grove Players. It's in the basement of the Pleasant Grove Library, the little Keith Christensen little theater there. And it's produced by the Pleasant Grove Arts Commission. It's directed by my dear friends. It's a husband and wife team, Howard and Catherine May Cockle, two of the most phenomenal directors and dearest friends. They always deliver a home run. They're wonderful to work for as a director, as an actor's point of view, and they just give great shows. And of choreographer, Brody Ripple. It works with Catherine, another local theater called Sierra in Orem. It's a community theater. They run a youth program, youth acting program that teaches them how to be triple threats, how to sing, dance, and act. Young people, and they have a competition team and classes and all that. And he teaches them how to um, succeed as a professional actor when you get cast in a musical with choreography, how to dance, how to be at your best in an audition. It's a great program. Brody's incredible. His choreography is amazing, and he's so young. He's so young, but he's so brilliant. And also, my dear friend Tina Fontana is the stage manager. Um, I worked with her. I met her here at this theater. She does a great job, and she basically designs the sets and costumes. The sets and costume design. It's a little tiny theater. It's amazing what they do at this transport. This little tiny theater. It's a little tiny theater. I swear to you, it's less than 100 square feet. I don't know, about 150 square feet. I'm not kidding. It's not that big. It really isn't. Actors are outside in a tent, and the women are inside in this little broom closet next to the stage. Literally a broom closet for the library. And it's just amazing. This community rallies behind this theater, and they love theater so much. That's what I love about community theater. That's what's great. And so they great things, great work, and all that. And also, it is what's incredible. The performances are wonderful. My dear friend Jeff Thompson, who I was with, had appeared with in the production 12 Angry Men here at this theater. An amazing character actor. We're about the same age. We kind of go for the similar roles a lot. Audition for similar roles. And he's incredible. It's a dream role. Someday I'd love to play this character. One day. And he's the man in the chair, and he gives such a phenomenal performance. He broke my heart. I relate to this character. I have social anxiety. I used to be in the rough. I used to be scared. I still have social anxiety. I don't really like to go out to parties a lot. Unless I really know everybody. If I don't know a lot of people, or if I go to an opening, and I love shows. We have film festivals here. We have Sundance. We have we call Zion Film, which is a local theater that deals only with local theater, local independent films. It's wonderful. And those big bar gala parties they have, you attend, and afterwards open night parties. That's scary. It scares me, but I learn to get through it and learn coping mechanisms, how to do it. It's part of the business. And so I relate to this. I relate to this character so much. I think that's why, this is such a special show for me and dear to my heart. But most of the rest of the cast are just so incredible. All the different characters. A couple of ones that I mentioned in the cast is Scott Healy, who plays Felsick. He's the manager. He's the manager of the leading lady in the show as an actress. And so the leading lady and the lead character in the song, she's his manager. He's her manager. And I've worked with Scott in so many different shows, so many different theaters. We've done Christmas Carol together, and we've done, oh my gosh, 12 Angry Men. We've done No Time for Sergeants. All different plays we've done. It was numerous. It's so hard to remember all of them. He's a great friend. He's so incredibly funny. And then another great friend, Trevor Williams. He and I went to Utah University here in Orem together. We met there. We were both pursuing our undergraduate degrees in theater. And he's such a great actor and all that. He finally gets a lead. There's an Italian Lothario that's going around flirting with all these women, and thinks he's the greatest person. It's such a hilarious role, and he plays it to utter perfection. He's him as a comic genius on stage. He's amazing, and he's worked the entire show the whole theater place just to see his performance in this, as well as all the rest. Just the whole entire. Another friend of mine I've done. I went to UV with as well. Plays a character called the Aviatrix. She's a pilot, she's a female pilot, um, and she's wonderful in it as well. These incredible. Another wonderful actor plays the superintendent. He has a little tiny role. He's an older gentleman in his 80s. It's amazing. He's still going. And we've done shows at Pleasant Players. And when I was in a little pond, of course, I said played Charlie the Million. He played the Henry Fonda role, Norman there. And he's so brilliant. So brilliant in it. And we've done, of course, 12 Year Men, Blights, and 12 Year Men. And also a wonderful, wonderful play we did together here at that place at the Pleasant Players was, oh good grief, The Curious Savage. And it's set in a sanitarium, and he's the main head doctor of that sanitarium. There's the main character of the play. I play her eldest son. And so it's such an amazing, this entire production is there. And thank you for staying with me over my rambling. But I just overall I recommend this film. You all seriously only have tonight, tomorrow night. There's 2 shows, a matinee and evening on Saturday, and then it closes next Monday. Don't miss it. I will have the link to the website where you can buy tickets down in the description here of this video. It is basically it's pleasantgroveplayers.com. And you just go to that, and you'll be able to navigate. It's easy to navigate and buy your tickets. I also have season tickets available. I do 3 shows a year. This is the spring show, and this fall they'll be producing an incredible. It's not a musical; it's just a stage play version of Clue, the game Clue. It was written by Hunter Foster, who's the brother of Sutton Foster. If that name sounds familiar, and he was in a lot of Broadway shows. Urinetown was a big one. Was the star of Urinetown, and he's an amazing actor. And this is a hilarious stage version on stage of the board game Clue. I'm not kidding. It's hysterical, and it's just amazing production. And then for the holiday season, they're doing It's a Wonderful Life, but in a radio show, which is a great idea. It's the conceit is that you get to you're sitting in a radio studio back in the heydays of radio, and you're watching actors in the radio studio, telling the story over the radio. So it gives you a behind the scenes. You get to see what it was like to sit in the studio while they're doing a live radio broadcast. It's so much fun. I promise you will love it. So I encourage you to support this theater. Those of you that live here, please support this theater. And it's a very small theater. It doesn't have a lot of capacity. A lot of people don't know about it. Pleasant Grove's a little tiny town in Utah County. It's about 40 miles south of Salt Lake City. And it's a great little town. I encourage you to please come and see this. Well, that's it. I'm glad that. Please thank you for watching. I appreciate your support. Please hit the like button if you haven't. That will give you notifications of when materials are uploaded, like this video. Our events are scheduled. You will never be spammed. That gives you advanced notification. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do as well. That also is great. That helps the channel out. It keeps the lights on, and both things cost nothing. They're free. Also, if you really are interested in members only benefits, we do have a Patreon here at this channel at Jason the Nice One. You can Um, you can go on, the link is down below here in the description. Go on and you can look at all the different levels of membership. But the great deal is the lowest, the most least expensive um, membership level contains literally 98% of all the benefits available to channel members. And it costs less than a cup of coffee a day. And you get a whole 30 days of membership. So it's amazing. It's an amazing benefit. That really helps the channel out as well. It also helps, especially all of these help them. YouTube looks at these things and they go ahead and advertise this video and other content, the entire channel, out to a wider audience, and it helps the channels get a wider audience. So that's another option as well. We do have super chats available as well through Venmo. I will have the PayPal show. You can have it donate any amount, and you can do that even from this video if you want to. You can just go ahead and send. Down below, you'll see my handle, my username for Venmo, and it's Jason _the _nice _1 at 1828. But it's listed there. You go ahead and get on your Venmo app and look that up, and you can send super chat. And with that, I will get that. Let's go ahead, if you want to, please I will see that. I appreciate that. That helps the channel too as well. Keeps the lights on. But also, if you'd like to leave, and if you have any questions you'd like to ask me, either you've seen a chat, a live stream, whatever, and you forgot to ask that question, didn't have that question desired, let me know. You can let me know. You can email me. The channel's email is Jason the nice one at gmail.com, or you can send it via Facebook or Instagram messengers, and those links are at the bottom as well in the description level. Right now, I have a dear friend of mine, Kyle from Pletz Movies and Pop Culture 13. I'm collaborating with him and another wonderful contributor, Katie from Poppin' the Popcorn. We both we collaborate with a wonderful collaboration called K and J Reviews. We've been doing that for a while, and we just jump from our different channels every week. That's been put on hold right now. Unfortunately, Kyle was injured severely. We're going to have 2 surgeries, and then had tremendous complications. He's finally coming home, and it's going to be a long recovery. So he's going to not be able to work for quite some time. And so from this, basically from this point on until further notice, I'll let you know here on the channel, the notifications. Any proceeds that come from super chats or patron donations will all go to him to help him pay his expenses while he is unemployed. We would so appreciate that. I know he would as well. We're rooting for him. Please pray and remember him in your prayers and thoughts. I just the other night FaceTimed him. He's looking great. He's feeling good. It was so good to see him. And he tells everybody, he wants everybody out there that he loves you, misses you, and he will go back to his channel back up, as well as we're going to have our own dedicated channel just for KNKJ reviews coming soon. I will let you know with the notifications and on my community page of my channel when that happens. Just stay tuned. We're just again waiting when he's ready that we can get all that together. So that's things to look forward to. And so that if you also would like to send your best wishes or messages to Kyle, you can do the same thing through Super Chat if you do chat, or you just want to leave a message. Please go ahead and do so through Instagram or Facebook or the channel's email. Once again, Jason the nice one at gmail.com. And y'all get those to him. And I will get those back. Any appreciation from me, I'll get those back to you as well. Person. Okay, I think that's it. I appreciate you all your help and your support here and watching this, and I hope you enjoyed that. Coming up on the channel real quick, I think it's next Tuesday. Yeah, next Tuesday. We are hosting right now currently the very first JTN's Springfest with 2024. This will be a yearly event, and it will feature um, spring themed films. This past Tuesday, we did. It was basically all of the films. All of those I had 4 polls, and you could choose 4 shows, and or you could via Facebook or Instagram or to my email, you can write and send me your picks that were included or that you would like to have included in the running. And then I went ahead and took all those, whatever, and on one of the live streams, I went ahead and put those all together. The top 5 of the polls, and all of the ones from there, and put them all together and let the random wheel spin, and it chose 4 movies that we are featuring. So I'm excited. We did Ferris Bueller's Day Off, the first one. This next week we're going to do it. I was really surprised and pleased. We'll be doing the spring themed horror classic, The Wicker Man, the 1978 version, with Christopher Lee. I can't remember the actor's name, but he's another famous actor, plays the lead. And then the following Thursday, we'll be doing the Animax Pixar classic, A Bug's Life. First time I've ever had did a watch party for an animated film, so that's great. And then finally, we'll conclude the last Friday of the Tuesday of the month with the horror comedy classic, April Fool's Day, and that is the 80s version. And in fact, let me look at that real quick here. Just one moment. I apologize. That will be the 1986 version of that. It's a fun movie, and I know you'll enjoy it. And I hope that you'll enjoy it. Also coming up, the next big event will happening in June. I will have an entire another brand new fest, JTN's Pride Fest will be coming. We'll be doing hopefully 6 entries into that. I will be picking those, and those will be based on celebrating Pride. And we'll be choosing those, and I'll be also with that trying some different new to help you guys out, people that can attend watch parties, whatever, during the evening. I'll be hosting on Tuesdays. I'll be hosting night live streams, watch parties, and then daily on Thursdays. So it gives you people a chance to either catch a live one and give you that chance. I know that's hard, and so I want to give my wonderful supporters and channel subscribers and all that to Patreons to have that opportunity to see that. Now, all the ones currently, if they're running, you'll see the time. All the live streams begin for this fest at 8 p.m. Mountain Daylight Savings Time. And so please do, if you I'll have all these being posted on the channel. Please go on and hit the like button on those as well. That'll help again. That'll help they'll get those live streams out to a wider audience, so we can get bigger audience. Helps the channel again. It really does. We appreciate that. As well as after this during afterwards. Please, when you finish, please comment. Please let me know what you would like to see on the channel, what you thought of this video, um, and also the questions you might have for me. Anything that you want, you can ask me. That helps also the channel as well. And so I appreciate all that. Appreciate all your help, no matter however way you can help this channel. It is so appreciated. And thank you so much on that. And basically, that's it. So until next time, please remember that you are enough. You are more than enough. It is amazing how enough you really are. And please remember that you are of infinite worth. This world needs you in it. And don't ever let the foolishness in this world destroy your bliss. Until next time, this is Jason the Nice One. Talk with you soon. Peace. Love you all.